And as was the case last Friday week, Paul Simpkins again the referee. So these sides meet 8 days apart. Bulldogs emerged as 2-point winners last Friday week. There's a little more at stake tonight though, the third qualifying final. And Lightfall has the first hit up for the Dragons. In fact, it's the third time these clubs have clashed this year. They clashed in a pretty willing trial way back in February, which was to be the last match for Nathan Brown. It is 2-1 in the 3 battles this year. As far as the premiership is concerned, round 13, a big win to the Dragons here. And of course, that 2-point win last Friday week. And the Dragons already, first set of 6, back to the 40-metre line. Willie Peters has dashed into dummy half there. Now young Riles, 20 hit-ups last Friday week, has been the real enforcer for the Dragons pack. No Craig Smith, of course. And now Peters with a little dart on the fringe and is tackled on the last in a changeover. So the Bulldogs straight away into attack and the Dragons caught offside. So it's a double blunder from the Dragons.
It certainly is, Bossy. That's a bad mistake from Willie Peters on his first play of the game. He was brought into this team not only for his passing, but his ability to kick on the last tackle, take some pressure off Trent Barrett. He saw a little gap up the middle, took it, didn't get the kick away on tackle 5. They need to get that sorted out quickly.
Well, Gus, it was round 20 when Peters last played first grade, and before that he suffered a shoulder injury round 16 against Melbourne. So it's a renewed partnership, but it has been a while. Reed, a nice offload there for Feeney. There are some real danger signs here for the Dragons. The Dogs with an Asta. Passes out for Talau. Stands in the tackle of McGregor, can't offload. Hughes back infield with an Asta. Just 19 in his first finals campaign. The Dogs, here comes a try, is it? Reedon, I reckon he may have forced it. We'll go off to the video referee. But Reedon reckons he has scored.
Well, they've had all the running. They've played the better football in the opening 15 minutes, the Bulldogs, no doubt about that. And, well, I think the boys are undecided. I'm not sure if Steve Reedon thinks he has scored a try. There's a good little bust made by him, good backup. Amos Roberts has got him. Does he get it now? I think he's dropped it. I think he might have dropped this under the sticks. Referee Simpkins was right there, and he decided to go for the video referee. Trying to force it with one hand. No, that's no try.
He's lost the ball there, that's for sure.
And lost in goal would mean a 20-metre restart. Still, Reedon doesn't get too many tries. He is one of the veterans. Recently re-signed for another year. I don't think he's going to get a 4-pointer here.
It was a shame, Bossy, because it was beautiful football. Great unloading, great hole running. And at the end, tremendous support play from Reed, and here's the decision.
Well, I'll tell you what, the little ball boy was confident. He went out there in his little 3-wheeler and tackled 25 metres out from his own line. And Asta running at Hart. Like a defence from Andrew Hart, who's bound for the Bunnies next year. One-handed pick-up at a dummy half from Hughes. And Bartram make the tackle, but Hughes has made an impressive start tonight. And now with Darren Britt. And Price keeps it alive. Again, this offloading is starting to cause some damage here. Patton on the rebound. Keeps it alive again with an Asta then for Feeney. And Feeney accelerates to the 30-metre line for Talau. Nice turn of speed from Jamie Feeney. 20 metres out, attacking the blind with Smith. Then an Asta. Drops back off the left foot. The little high one over the top there from Trent Barrett on the way through. It's the last tackle now, and Barrett is penalised. Barrett and an Asta head on.
Yeah, he did cop on too, Braithen Asta, because he checked himself. He was looking to pass the ball, then Trent Barrett came out over the top. There was a collision, and Asta went down. And Darren Britt has called for Hazem El Masri to come and have a shot at goal. Good break by Feeney. He's been running very strongly tonight and the last 4 or 5 weeks. Had a great season. Nice offload to Lau. So it was a good bust, mate, and they're all over the Dragons, the Bulldogs. They're playing better football. They're running harder and straighter, running better angles.
From 21 metres out and 10 metres in from the touchline, El Masri spot on with his first kick. The Dogs in front by 2 points to 0. And now the Dragons Dragons 30 metres away from the Bulldogs line. So their first real chance inside the attacking zone. Lyles lifted the knee a little as he took on the line there, 25 metres away. And they work to centre field. And Hardy's been getting through a lot of defence. Bailey's with the ball 15 metres out. Peters a dummy half, 10 away from the Bulldogs line. Passes there. Very flat ball to Hooper, kept alive by Riddell. Over the top with Gazdia. Now the chances with Blacklock. He's only 5 metres from the line. Didn't get one last week, Nathan Blacklock. A try, so he's due tonight. Trent Barrett. Passing there for Hooper. 7 on his back, but playing locked forward. Riddell with a headband on. Wristband. Right knee is bandaged. He's 5 metres away from the line. The stewards will want a Vex report, I think. It comes away for Barrett. Gets the pass for Roberts. Roberts alive for McGregor. Wonderful hands by the Dragons. And Cooper scores in the corner. That is beautiful. There was a touch football about it. 4-2 to St George Illawarra.
Yeah, that was a great set of 6 there by the Dragons. For mine, it coincided with the coming onto the field of Mark Riddell. He's actually got out of dummy half a couple of times, given them some options around that area. He's got a bit of speed. He takes the line on. And they looked a better side in the last 3 or 4 minutes with him on the field. And the experience there of Paul McGregor, as soon as he got the ball, he knew he was going nowhere. He looked around for some support. He found Barrett looping around. And a lovely try there to Matt Cooper. So surprisingly, it's the Dragons in front because the Bulldogs probably have played the better footy.
Riddell, who's been injected into the action, immediately takes up the goal-kicking duties. The Dragons fans will raise the left arm with him.
Colt Hero, his first year of first grade. 24 matches. The arm will come up now. It is tremendous theatre. A metre in from the sideline. Mark Riddell off the boot. Looks great. Off the boot. It is perfect. Radar line. Laser-like kick from Mark Riddell. 6-2, the third qualifying final. 23 minutes now gone. And a long way to go, but suddenly the Roosters are a little nervous. The Dragons win tonight. The Roosters are knocked out in week 1 of the finals. After the big win by Newcastle tonight at Marathon Stadium, there's now Riles. Good run. Good run for 15 metres. 40 points to 6 if you missed the earlier match. Roosters scored the first points, but from there it was a whitewash. Big run here. Riddell. And away goes Roberts. And it is good night. Dragons. They strike twice in the space of 2 minutes. Amos Roberts races away to score. And the Dragons, they're singing and dancing at 10 points to 2.
And the Dragons will play from in front tonight. Mark Riddell has had an immediate impact on the game. As Paul Vaughton pointed out, he's strong running out of dummy half. Here he clashes with a couple of Bulldogs players who pump down, and then the big legs keep pumping. Amos Roberts does beautifully well to back up in the middle of the field. Then it's a foot race, none better, underneath the post. 2 tries in the space of 2 minutes. Riddell has a chance to slot over his second conversion in the space of a couple of minutes, and a 12-2 lead.
Go over is what he mounts 2 or 3 times. Same routine every time. And then the arm goes up. About 7,000 or 8,000 arms go up with it, including those in the lounge room at home. 25 metres away. Trindle, and then for Rahihi. He's inside the 20. He's going as well as any of the Bulldogs forwards, Paul Rahihi. Trindle keeps it going along there for Anasta. He runs back infield, back for Trindle. It's a combination that has developed so impressively since mid-season. Smith to the right with Sherwin. The kick to El Masri on the fly. I don't know whether he was onside, but he was at top speed. They will check it with a video referee. It's a set play from the Dogs. But El Masri was running through like he was shot out of a gun.
I think he was going so quick, the camera may not pick him up. He was absolutely flying. On the slow motion camera, he'll be a blur. He goes to the line. Sherwin, he will kick now. I think he's onside, Fatty. I think that's line ball. I think that's good enough to declare a try.
Yeah, there's a shandy in it, and he is absolutely, it's almost like he's got a cape on, flying through the air. They looked around, all of a sudden there was a blue and white jumper behind them, the Dragons. A blue and white jumper in the form of Hazam El Masri, and he's putting the ball down for a try.
Well, he was absolutely flying. I think the back foot of El Masri here is closer to that 10-metre line that you can see than the back foot of the kicker. And I think that will keep him. He was travelling very, very quickly. It's an optical illusion. He looked as though he was 3 yards offside. But in fact, I think he's about a half a yard onside. And they'll get the green light here, the Bulldogs.
Ian Parnaby, the video referee, didn't the Dragons players go quickly for the video ref to have a look at it? And El Masri, it is a try. And he equals the club record of Chris Anderson, 19 tries in a season. And one thinks there's a few more to come for Hazem El Masri. It is 12-6 here. El Masri right in front to get it back to a 4-point ball game. This is finals football, this. El Masri successful. Dogs and the Dragons. Dragons up by 4. Territory. Gasnier slow to roll away from him. Trindle live there for Rahihi, running at Fitzgerald, who went low. He's got 17 on his back. Bulldogs are 40 metres away from the Dragons line. Sherwin, another probing run. And then Trindle with a kick over the top. The Dogs are back on song now. And Asta, the young prince, has scored for the Bulldogs. And just as the Dragons got the double strike, the Bulldogs, they're bitten back. 12-all, kick to come.
Well, I said it only moments ago, the ball just seems to come this young man's way. This play will go down the right-hand side of the field. I don't know where Braithen Asta is. He's way back over here on the left. Interchange of passing. Trindle finds himself in space. Gets into the clear one to beat chip kick. And Anasta, he just backs up in case, and the case is good enough. He's through there. The ball bounces for him. And a great try. Another one in the space of a couple of minutes. The Dragons did it. The Bulldogs have replied.
Some very poor defence down the left-hand side by the Dragons. They had the numbers there. It was a very short line, only 5 or 6 metres to work in for the Bulldogs, but somehow they found a way through there. Tricky Trindle, lovely kick. He knew there was someone coming on the inside, and it was in Braithen Asta. He sniffed one out, and Asta.
Masri now kicking from adjacent to the uprights. As he closes in, he's got Anderson's try-scoring record. He closes in on Halligan's point-scoring record. Successful again. The Dragons are on their heels. And Sherwin, he's another player who has played his part in this Bulldogs revival of sorts. Here he is at a dummy half again, Sherwin, for an Asta. All contained that time by Hart. They're 30, the Bulldogs. Sherwin again dummy half for Rahihi. That was knocked down by Barrett. Play on for the Bulldogs. Sherwin. Tackle count not restarted. There's only 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Hart was hurt in that challenge for the Dragons. He's a bit ginger going back into the defensive line. And this is the last tackle, and the Bulldogs are happy with their half's work. Sherwin just kicks it over the sideline. And what a ball game this is. With the Bulldogs leading the Dragons by 14 points to 12. Third qualifying final. The second was a blowout. Newcastle big winners over the Roosters. And the Roosters watching and listening to this game in a most nervous state, I would think. If the Dragons emerge as winners, the Roosters' season is over. Bulldogs' first possession of the second half. Stephen Price inside the 20. Dogs conceded the first 2 tries tonight. And feeding to the 30-metre line. And a couple of close calls for the video referee tonight as well. Price gets his second hit up, offloading there for Sherwin. Nice footwork away from Fitzgerald, kept it alive for Feeney. And now Feeney upended by McGregor. And he was passing in the same motion, and it has turned it over for Cooper. So the Dragons go on the attack in the very first set of 6 in this second half. Riddell, that was a forward ball to Hart. My word, talk about squander an opportunity there, St George Illawarra.
And Andrew Hart was being a decoy runner here. He wanted the ball to go behind him. Riddell threw the ball straight at him. A yard and a half forward. Poor concentration by both players early in this second stanza.
Didn't do much of that in the first half. Was content to pass it. But now he's taken the line on and looks very dangerous. A lost ball there. And the Dragons have got it there away.
Second error for the half for Jamie Feeney. Both errors have come inside his own half. And this could hurt them bad. As Riddell is tackled, able to offload. Fitzgerald keeps it alive for McGregor. He does same for Roberts. 20 metres away from the line, and now Roberts does a little bit of dancing to the 10-metre line. He's kept it alive with Colin Ward. And Ward will now be held up. Peters Barrett, little look to the right, then left with McGregor. McGregor gets into Blacklock, and Blacklock gets a 4-pointer. In fact, almost has gone over the dead ball line. They may just check this, they will, Fatty.
They will check this because Nathan Blacklock, as he was about to put the ball down, he slipped. His legs went out from under him. And I'm just wondering if his legs are over the dead ball line before he put the ball down. The touch judge said, mate, you better have a look at this, Paul, to the referee.
This would be absolutely tragic. Beautiful play there by the Dragons as Blacklock comes around, slips. No, he gets it down. He gets it down.
Sweet.
Oh-wee. Oh-wee.
And wasn't it some beautiful passing? And the experience, once again, of Paul McGregor. Barrett to McGregor, found Blacklock, storming down the outside. There's the green light. The Dragons back in front.
This is favoured side. A couple of metres in from touch, 20 metres out. Left arm is up. He's kicking towards the Dragons supporters. They will go up here. Look at this kick off the boot from Riddell. He could be a match winner here tonight. 51 gone, it's 18-14 to the Dragons. Peters passes there for Gasnier, then Barrett. Some quick hands with McGregor. 6 apiece interchange, turnover. Bulldogs 20 metres out. There's a chance, so he turns it back inside. Vangana, I thought the chance was alive on the outside. It still may come the points. And Asta, here's a penalty. Suggestion there should be sin in here.
No, slow down. And he was offside.
Barrett has rushed in.
He's knocked down.
Gasnier runs away from the scene of the crime pretty quickly. The tap. And with Feeney. He is 5 metres away. That ball is spat out of the arms of Jamie Feeney. This time they've got a stripping penalty. He has to get his side back within 2 in this third qualifying final. Masri from 19 metres out. He's been on target all night. And we have one heck of a game. 18-16 Dragons over the Bulldogs. Dragons 39 metres from the line with Peters. Tackle number 5, the left foot bomb from Willie Peters. It'll come down for Martini. He decides to leave it for Cooper. And then McGregor puts it down and the Bulldogs. Martini's lost it.
Back.
It's play on for the Dogs. Oh boy, 18-16.
Yeah, heart in the mouth stuff for both sides there. Cooper got high up above the pack, got it inside to McGregor. It was a chance. Cooper gets up very, very high. Just needs a good pass here to McGregor. Slightly behind. One-handed grab, knocks it on. Was picked up by Martini, who's now attended by Blacklock. And Blacklock will strip the ball from Martini one-on-one. There was a chance back there for the Dragons.
The crowd is into it. They're on the edge of their seats. I don't know whether to clap or cry at times. Some of the play from both teams, they're taking their supporters right to the edge. Trindle down the blind side. Here's another one of those close plays. Well, he's called a knock, guys. Now he says play on. I thought I heard a whistle, a phantom whistle. And now El Masri's with the ball. All the players stop. It's the last tackle for the Bulldogs. Sherwood gets the little kick through. Covered up there by Bartram. Bartram then unloads for Cooper. And Cooper does a nice step. And then a straight, almost to halfway. Still the Dragons in front by 2. And only the one try in the second half, that was to Nathan Blacklock, and even that we had to go to the video referee. Barrett inside with Tracy. Skipped through one tackle. Interchange now, 4 apiece left for both teams, and in fact the Dragons, as I speak, making their 9th change, with Bailey back out there for Colin Ward. Dummy half Riddell. Another one of those probing runs. He went through the turnstile of Stephen Price's arm. Last tackle, Barrett, 15 metres out, runs right to the line. Miraculous pass from Trent Barrett. That is a miraculous pass.
Ah, how good is that? One of the greatest passes you'll ever see from a super-duper player in Trent Barrett. The class shines out here. It's the last tackle. Barrett decides to run it. He knows he's got support. They drop off him. Look at that. It's a backhander. Out to Cooper. Barrett's arms goes up. Beautiful stuff by the Dragons.
I've said before, he's got the biggest hands in the world, this boy. Look at that right-handed flick over the top of two players. Cooper says, what about that?
Bartram takes the kick. The clock was stopped for much of his lining this one up.
And what a kick this is.
Bartram from wide out, across the face. The game is still very much alive with 13 remaining, 22-16. It was a dusty old palm off by Smith as the Dragons attack quickly. We'll go to Mark Coyne on the sideline.
Yeah, that message fully out to go for the try. They did come from the bench here. Andrew Farrar sent the instructions down. And just some news on Amos Roberts. He has hurt his ankle ligaments. The doctor said it's not too bad, but he won't be back on tonight.
Is it field goal time, Fatty? Too early?
I wouldn't say it's too early. They can snap one now. I mean, psychologically, great advantage to the Dragons.
Good tackle there. Sherwin on Fitzgerald. The 2-17s. Barrett passes back inside for Blacklock. Slows the play up for Bailey. I don't think Luke appreciated the pass. Reardon cleans him up. 20 metres out from the line. Looking to see who may go into position for the field goal. McGregor slides into that tackle.
Well, Barrett's in just behind the play of the ball now, and so is Willie Peters. He'll have a shot.
It's Willie Peters, the left foot of little Willie Peters, back in first grade tonight. He has kicked a point that could get them through to week 2 of the finals. They take the tap. Hughes for Price. Price gets a little angle going, and Bartram's got him 21 metres out. Bartram, interesting little prop of the right arm there. Now Mason. Hasn't been much work for Willie Mason in the second half. Half is Hughes back in field with Britt. He's only 10 metres from the line. Lovely ball to Glenn Hughes, and Hughes stretches out. Well, it's not a double move, but his hand didn't hit the ground. He was suspended almost above the air. It was a frozen moment. It's 23-20. There's 7 remaining.
And big Darren Britt has put on a ball here for Hughes. Darren Britt saunters up to the line. Saunters as we freeze it there. He just drags in 1, 2, 3 players. This player doesn't come in on Hughes, who will come here, plant the ball down over the line as play continues. Beautiful short pass. Right foot step. He's down. Lunge. Have I got time, ref? Look, ref. On the line. Try.
Yeah, it took a long time to get there, but the St George Illawarra defence just did not read this from Britt. Fitzgerald just on the outside, left a little bit of a hole. Riles went in. Took him 1,000 hours to get there, but he got there eventually. Kick converted.
5 from 5 to Hazem El Masri. Glenn Hughes the try, 23-22. What a game this is. 3rd qualifying final. Glenn Hughes, one of those bench players. They've been so good all season. Tremendous finals football. Bulldogs with Darren Britt over the 30. 1 point the difference. Sherwin there for Reardon. And Hart makes the tackle, and think of those Dragons playing their last match in the NRL tonight if the side lose. McGregor and Bartram and Ward as Mason is with it for the Bulldogs. Right on halfway, 5th tackle. Patton's a dummy half, and Asta's the left side of the ruck. Needs a result on this kick. Gets the chip over the top, and they're back for it. It's Tracy playing wounded tonight.
Yeah, and that's the fastest Darren Tracy's run all night. He's had a pretty fair game. Right leg heavily strapped, and he got to that one beautifully. Just slowing things down now. They want to try and put the ball through the hands as much as they can, use up time.
Final 90 seconds. Dragons will look to get to the end of this set and probably get it straight over the sideline, soak up a little more time.
Minute 26 left on the clock. They're probably going to have about a minute 10, a minute 15. The Bulldogs to pull off a win here.
Andrew Hart with the ball, 45 metres away from the Bulldogs line. And Barrett with it, kicks. There was a charge down. It wasn't intentional from Vangana. Bulldogs come up with the ball with Hughes. Well, that wasn't a deliberate charge down from the Dogs. They kicked it straight into Nigel Vangana. Sherwin's with it. Give it everything, the Bulldogs, with Braithen Asta. And Asta is through. He'll be tackled 32 metres from the line. McGregor makes the tackle. He's sent back to the right. Rahihi goes for the charge to the 20-metre line. Keep an eye on that clock. 45 seconds remaining. 1 point the difference. Sherwin, he's 10 from the line. Mason does the hurdle. Then Patton. Then Rahihi. He's 5 from the line. Dragons defending their own goal line. Mason goes for a charge. He's right on the goal line. Last tackle. Do you want the draw? Do you want extra time? They're going to go for it. Sherwin doesn't get the kick in. 10 metres out. Gets it over the top with it is Hughes. Now El Masri doesn't get a good bounce. The ball is there for the Dragons. That will be the ball game. Gazdia back with it. And away goes Gazdia. Ankle tap by Luke Patton. There was some cheering from the crowd that El Masri had been tackled without the ball.
What a finish. What a finish.
Time.
It's full time. The Dragons have won.
The Dragons live to week 2 of the finals, and the Roosters make their exit. A Willie Peters field goal is the difference here. Great game here. A win to the Dragons by 1 point, 23-22.
This has been a Fox Sports production.